Hi guys, I am Manoj Kumar Kem from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering from EC department. Subject DC. Topic types of modulation techniques. First of all, what is modulation? Modulation is adding information to a carrier signal. The sine wave on which the characteristics of the information signals are modulated is called a carrier signal. Modify a signal modulated. Detect the modifications demodulated in a reliable detected chance in signal characteristics can carry information. Content modulation converting digital or analog information to a waveform suitable for transmission over a given medium involves varying some parameters of a carrier wave sinusoidal wave at a given frequency as a function of the message signal. General sinusoidal a cos 2 phi ft fct plus pi. A is equal to amplitude, fc is equal to frequency, pi is equal to phase. If the information is digital, changing parameter is called keying. Example ASK, PSK, FSK. Modulation system: source encoder, channel encoder, modulator, channel. Next, demodulator, channel decoder, source decoder, destination. Types of modulation: analog modulation and digital modulation. Analog modulation: if the variation in the parameters on the carrier is continuous in accordance to the input analog signal, the modulation technique is termed as analog modulation scheme. Digital modulation: if the variation in the parameters of the carrier is discrete, then it is termed as digital modulation technique. Analog modulation: signal in FM. Digital modulation: in digital modulation, an analog carrier signal is modulated by a discrete signal. Digital modulation can be considered as digital to analog and the corresponding demodulation as analog to digital conversion. In digital communication, the modulation wave consists of binary data and the carrier is sinusoidal wave. Amplitude shift keying: in ASK, the amplitude of the signal is changed in response to information and all the else is kept fixed. Bit 1 is transmitted by a signal of one particular amplitude. To transmit 0, we change the amplitude keeping the frequency constant. Frequency shifting key FSK: in FSK, we change the frequency in response to information, one particular frequency for a 1 and another frequency for a 0. Phase shift keying: in PSK, we change the phase of the sinusoidal carrier to indicate information. Phase in the consists in the starting angle at which the sinusoidal starts. One phase changes encodes 0 while another phase changes encodes 1. To transmit 0, we shift the phase of the sinusoidal by 180. In binary data transmission, send only one of two possible signals during each bit interval TB. In M array data transmission, send one of M possible signal during each signaling interval T. In almost all applications, M is equal to 2n and T is equal to NTB, where n is an integer. Each of the M signals is called a symbol. These signals are generated by changing in amplitude, phase, frequency or combined forms of a carrier. Thus we have MSK, MPSK, MASK, MPSK, MFSK, MQSK, MQAM. Quadrature phase shift keying. Quadrature phase shift keying can be interpreted as two independent BPSK systems and thus the same performance but twice the bandwidth efficiency. The phase of the carrier takes one of four equally spaced values 0, 5 by 2, 5 and 3 pi by 2, where each value of phase is quadrature amplitude modulation. If both amplitude and the phase are varied proportionally to the information signal, quadrature amplitude modulation result combining of phase shifting and amplitude shifting. Differential phase shifting: for the perfect detections of a phase modulation signal, the receiver needs a reference signal. But if differential encoding and phase shift keying are made through together at a transmitter, the technical is called a differential phase shift keying. Thank you guys for watching my video.